Yo, 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 good people, good people. What's up, what's up, what's up? Let me know if you can see me or not. Let me know if you can see me or not, man. As you can see the board, diabetes. All right. And these are the things you'll need to do if you're having diabetes. All right. Anyway, this is your boy Surrender, just in case you guys don't know who I am. All right. um, and we tend to try to educate our people on health and on wealth on this channel. This is Leafofvitalessentials. I hope you guys enjoy what we put out so far. All we ask you to do when you come to the channel is like what you hear, subscribe if you do like it, hit the bell so that you can get notified for future videos, and comment if you got anything to say. If you guys are dealing with any of these issues we're talking about, please feel free to chime in and let us know exactly what you're dealing with and what kind of herbs that you've been taking to get over your situation so that we can kind of get the ball rolling with helping people out. Diabetes is a very old um, it's a very old disease that has been plaguing especially the black community for as long as I can remember. They used to call it sugar back in the day, and I'm pretty sure we know some grandparents or some great grandparents or some great aunts and uncles that maybe have had the sugar or died of the sugar back in the day. So, what is diabetes? Diabetes is basically a metabolism issue. All right, and we know metabolism as to be a influx in weight. Somebody who's having trouble with being able to balance weight out or balance their pH out, right? And so when you're dealing with metabolism, you're dealing with kidneys and the digestive, right? Kidneys are the balancing of the body, so they're trying to balance your blood, your sugar levels, and all of these things out. And a lot of times when that get out of whack, you're having issues in the kidney area, which causes more issues with the pancreas, which then causes you then to come down with what they call diabetes. All right. And these are some of the things you need to know if you're dealing with diabetes. I don't care if it's type 1 or type 2. Now, just to give you a little bit of difference in what the two types are, I'm pretty sure people who have diabetes know exactly what the differences are. But for those of us that don't know, type 1 diabetes is normally considered incurable for a lot of people. They say that the type 1, you can't cure it. And it's more all about the production of insulin. So basically, the pancreas is a very hard organ to repair. So instead of the medical doctors trying to repair your pancreas, they basically prescribe you medicine that makes it produce more insulin instead of preparing the actual organ, right? And so, or they give you insulin, right? They give you synthetic insulin to treat the ailment, right? Because they don't want to go and take all the time that it would take to try to repair the pancreas. Now, to be honest with you, the pancreas will take a while to repair. It's not like other organs, right? Um, so we definitely want to be mindful of that. So type 1 diabetes is when you cannot produce insulin in the way you need to. Type 2 diabetics normally can produce insulin, but they have sensitivity or blockage issues. It's nothing wrong necessarily with the insulin production, but it's something wrong with the body being receptive to the insulin, right? So basically, the body is turning on itself and not either utilizing the insulin, or it looks at the insulin as a foreign object, or you have blockages there that will create insensitivity to the insulin. So even though you have it, the body doesn't recognize it, and therefore you have to have synthetic insulin as well. Cinnamon, sugars, and things to keep you up. So that's why type 2 diabetics normally they say, well, you don't necessarily need sugar because you have the insulin, right? Normally, type 1 people are the ones that need to eat the sugars and do this, that, and the third because they need that in their blood systems, okay? So, how do we handle it all? How do we handle type 1, type 2, and how do we kind of get this whole metabolism thing to go away? Get this whole diabetic thing to go away? Well, the number one thing is always going to be your diet. Metabolism is about what we eat, and not only what we eat, but then how can we digest it, right? And if you're consuming a lot of sugar, um, sugar coagulates the blood. It makes the blood more thicker. Anything thick like that will always be, that means your blood goes through your body slower. That means that at some points in times it can clog or it can clot, right? Because it's so thick. So sugar thickens the blood. Now here is the thing with diabetes, and I definitely want to explain this to you. We have three different types of taste. We got sugar, we got salt, and we got bitter. And we crave all three, but we rarely are going to exercise our right in the bitters. All right. But the thing with this is that the bitters is your most important taste that you need to fulfill. Bitters is what we've taken out of the American diet. And bitters is what we need to put back into the American diet. You know, just to get us off on the side right here, a lot of people have kind of, said, well, man, your teas don't taste good. They're not supposed to taste good, people. They're medicinal. And they have bark. My teas are made with a root, bark, and a leaf extract or a leaf herb, right? So what happens when you put a bark in anything, that's going to make it bitter. But you need the bitters because the bitters help the digestive system. So we need bitter. We need the bitter taste to be fulfilled. But what we do is we go and we put all of this sugar and salts on our foods because we don't like bitter. And bitter is the number one thing that you need to put back into your diet. Okay? So when we have herbs that are bitter, try them. They're good for the digestive system. Okay? So now, what are the things that we need to understand when dealing with diabetes and metabolism? First, it's in our diet. Secondly, we need to understand about digestive. So always have a good digestive system, good digestive tract, good good intestinal fortitude. And then here, if you do get diabetes, if you don't control your diet, and you do come down with diabetes, these are the things that you need to understand. The first thing we got to do is lower your blood sugar levels. We got to get your blood sugar levels back down. And so these are kind of like the things that you need to look at to understand how to regulate and how to cure your particular situation. Lower your blood sugar level is definitely one thing we need to do. Then we need to regenerate and regulate the beta cells in the pancreas, right? So that we can start the repairing process in the pancreas, so we can kind of get that. There's no need to kind of give you a synthetic. We want your pancreas to work. We want you to work like God designed you to work, right? So herbal medicine, alternative herbal medicine, has nothing to do with synthetic and pharmaceutical medicine. That's the first thing you need to know. So this is going to take a while, but the result of this is that you are a whole individual, not needing any synthetic things in your body that will cause you any other type of side effects. Because what is happening with diabetes is when you're getting this medicine, it's also making people have heart issues. So what you're finding is that people start off with diabetes and ended up with heart disease. So we need to kill it here before you get heart disease, right? Because this is what this is transitioning into in the modern day and age. People who have diabetes have a higher risk of heart disease, and it's because of the medication that they're giving you. It's just like when they give you high blood pressure pills. They give you the high blood pressure pills because you got high blood pressure, but then you go back to the doctor talking about your swelling and here and there, not understanding that that's water pills. So it's knocking your water off balance when you have high blood pressure. So you need fluid retention, and you need herbs that will regulate the fluid retention, and you need herbs that will put you back in pH balance. The number one good thing for back in pH balance is wake up every morning and get you some Himalayan sea salt or some real true sea salt and a little warm glass of water and chug it down. And it will balance you back out. Over time, you'll get your pH balance back in order. Salt water is where we come from. The ocean, baby, water. Your body is 75% liquid. Lower the blood pressure Lower the blood sugar levels. Regenerate and regulate beta cells in the pancreas. Third, we need to regulate the blood sugar and insulin. That's the third thing we need to do. First, we lower it, then we regulate the blood sugar and the insulin. All right, if you're experiencing any inflammation during this time, then we need to reduce the inflammation. We need to strengthen the immune system at all times when we're dealing with any sickness, disease, anything. We need to strengthen the immune system. And then we need to increase the release of insulin within the pancreas, all right, within the body. And then we need to regulate any type of nerve damage, any type of nerve pain that you may be experiencing. Now, what are some of the herbs that can do these things? See, because once you write these things down and once you get these things in, these are your processes of diabetes. This is what happens and this is what you need to get done. Then we slide over here. What are some of the herbs that are good for lowering the blood sugar levels? Well, we know that Gurmar is, Gurmar, has been known to lower the blood sugar levels. We got banaba, we got magnesium, and we got prickly pear. You can use all four of these, or you can just use Gurmar, right? What regenerates and regulates the beta cells pancreas? In the pancreas, well, we got Indian herbs here. One is called the Indian kino, and the other one is called the Indian gooseberry. Okay, look these up so that you can see what type of plants these are, and then you get them. What regulates the blood sugar and insulin in the body? Well, we know bilberry, cinnamon can do it, and chromium polate. All right. We already know about inflammation is going to be turmeric or cayenne pepper. You can strengthen your immune system with basil. You can increase the release in insulin in your body with Panax ginseng or Korean ginseng or Chinese ginseng or Noto ginseng. All of those are the same as this right here. If you see Korean ginseng, it's Panax ginseng. If you see Chinese ginseng, Panax ginseng. If you see Noto ginseng, Panax ginseng. The real ginseng, not the American one. You want to regulate your nerve pain. Bilberry does that too, or evening primrose oil. And you need to take all of these. You need to take all of these. We also have a herbal combination that many people have said works. So I'm going to give it to you for you to try. The herbal combination here is fenugreek seeds, right? Bay leaf, black plum seed, a black plum seed, and then you have Bael patra, or the leaves of Bael, all right? And I also gave you the ratio. So you're going to do 1, 1, 2, and 3. So what's that mean? 1 fenugreek, one portion of fenugreek seeds, 1 bay leaf, 2 black plum seed, and 3 leaves of bael. All right, and you should make this into a powder, and you should take 2 teaspoons a day. Now, normally when you're dealing with herbs and powders, normally we do a ratio of 1 teaspoon to 1 cup. All right, 1 teaspoon, 1 cup. So this right here, if you need to make that powder and you need to take 2 teaspoons a day, then this basically means you would need to drink 2 cups a day of this particular mix, or this particular formula. And you would need to take it 1 hour before breakfast, and then you do the other cup 1 hour before dinner. All right? You guys need to pay attention to that. Okay? Now, I always say, no matter what you're dealing with, you need to detox first. I don't care what we say on these videos and wherever you go in the doctor's offices and all the Googling and YouTubing you're doing. If you never hear anybody say this, you've heard your boy say it 1,000 times. I will never try to make a video without saying this, especially when we're talking about health. You have to detox first, people. Get the crud and the clud and all of the crap out of your body first before you start going into remedies and treatments. All right, before you start taking things and all of this stuff for your body, detox your body first. But you need to know what to detox, and that's what your boy Surrender is here for. All right. So when dealing with diabetes, remember metabolism and all of this is. Remember I told you it's about the kidneys and you got the pancreas and all of this, right? So then, what do we do to really detox first to really hit home on this? Well, my detox recommendation for diabetes is for you to first detox your liver and your kidneys. When you detox your liver and you detox your kidneys, it by default takes a little bit of the pressure off of the pancreas and the spleen. Let me repeat that. If you detox your liver and kidneys when dealing with diabetes, first, it may release the pressure off of the pancreas and the spleen. Because this may be your issue, is that these are under heavy attack, right? If these are under heavy attack, or if these are pressurized, then the pancreas is pressurized. If these are having trouble, then the pancreas and the spleen is going to be having trouble. So sometimes we need to work backwards. Instead of attacking what we think is the actual issue, work backwards and try to figure out what happened in sequence to that, right? So a lot of times in understanding health, and this is why you guys need to understand health and understand your body, right? Because everything is not all about, oh, I got a headache, it must be up in the head. No, you got a headache, it can be that we need to relieve some stuff in your small intestines, your lungs. We may need to relieve some stuff in your kidneys. You see what I'm saying? Everything ain't about the particular point that hurts. Let's travel back and see what is going on. And for me, liver and kidney detox first, and then we treat the diabetes. Okay? If you guys got any questions, any concerns, please feel free to inbox your boy and holler at your boy, man. But this is how we get rid of the diabetes dilemma. This is the treatment, the processes. These are the herbs. Consult your physician before taking them. Do this regimen for about a month or two. Always check your levels. The only thing with diabetics is that you need to check your levels every day. When you're really trying to get yourself off of diabetes, check your levels every day. At least 4 times a day, check your levels while you're doing all of this stuff. All right? Now, even if you don't want to do this and you just want to try one herb or two, I would say bilberry would be the number one go-to here for diabetes. If you can't find all of this and don't want to go through all of this, then do bilberry for 2-3 months and see what happens. You can also, for lowering the blood sugar levels, if this is all you need to do, try drinking ginger for about 8 to 9 weeks. 1 cup a day, drink ginger for 8 to 9 weeks, and then check your levels and see how it goes. But all of this is going to be about 2 months, checking your levels as you do it daily and try to get that blood sugar level down. And once you get down, maintain your proper diet, maintain your knowledge on how to keep your digestive system working, which is in the bitters, right? Maintain the inflammation in your body with the turmeric and the cayenne pepper, all right? And so the number one thing is going to be here is to keep the system flushed, keep the system detoxed, keep the system moving, and keep everything flowing through and out. And that way you never have to worry about metabolism, diabetes, or anything like that, man. All right? So this should kill the diabetes dilemma. This has been your boy, man. I love y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it, brother. There's nothing you can do about it, sister. Peace.